Hello, and welcome to the 2020 Fall Product Program Training for Troop Leaders and Service Unit Managers. In this training, we will take a look at what the program looks like for girls, leaders, and service unit managers. First, Girl Scouts of Alaska would like to thank you for all of the time and energy you put into your troop. Product program would not be a success without the help of our volunteers. So thank you so much for all you do to help your girls learn and develop skills that will last a lifetime. By participating in a product program, you are helping facilitate the world's largest girl-led entrepreneurial program. You also assist girls in earning funds to help support their amazing activities and service projects locally, nationally, and globally. By providing this program, girls get the opportunity to share their skills and to make the world a better place. This year's reward theme is centered around the three-toed pygmy sloth. You will see many slogans such as Bravely Be You or Bravely Sharing Our Strengths because the pygmy sloth is a very tough animal. There's only about 100 left of them in the whole wide world, and they are about 6 pounds and found off the coast of Panama. They were recognized as their own species in 2001. They can swim and they primarily eat the leaves off of red mangrove trees. There will be some activities on the GSAK website on the fall product page where girls can learn more about the three-toed pygmy sloth, so make sure to check that out. Here's the 2020 Fall Product Rewards breakdown. This is included on the paper order card to share with parents and girls. You will see that the Sloth and Bravely Be You theme is prevalent throughout all levels of the rewards. Our rewards are also cumulative, which means if a girl has reached the highest level of a hanging hammock, she will receive the reward for every level below. What I really like about this area of the order card as well is in the top right corner there's an important date section. I highly suggest that you have parents fill that out. That way they can refer back to when the paper order cards are due, when money is due, that kind of thing. So a personalized patch is another reward that the girls can earn. The first step is that they need to create their avatar when they log in, and we will talk about that. And then they will select a nickname or a name that they would want on the patch, as well as choosing between the two background options. So this year we have the girl in the kayak with the sloth, and then we also have the girl in the background with the sloth hanging in the tree. And if you notice, actually the sloth in the tree has a little baby hanging as well, which is kind of cute. You will then add in your address, that kind of thing, and these are shipped directly to the girl. They do take about 6 weeks in production, and once the girl has met all of the requirements for the patches are automatically produced and sent out. So girls earn this patch by sending 15 or more emails through the system, selling 3 or more magazines, and 375 nut or chocolate items during the fall product program. We also have a cookie crossover personalized patch, which looks a little bit different from this patch, and we'll talk about more about that a little bit later. But in order to reach that, they have to sell within fall product as well as sell during cookies at least 275 boxes in the upcoming cookie season. Aside from the physical rewards and the life skills that girls earn, girls will also earn 60 cents per item in camp credits. So girls participating in the 2020 season will earn 60 cents per item towards camp for the 2021 camp season. Troops also earn $1 per item sold by the girls. So this is a great way for the troops to start raising money for programs that you'd like to do before cookies. Cookies is a great way for troops to earn money as well, but typically you do not get that money back until the end of cookie season in April. So now that we have some of the basics out of the way, how do girls participate? Well, there's 2 ways. Either they can sell in person using their paper order card where they basically take pre-sales, or they use their online storefronts by either sending emails or sharing their personalized link for customers to either place an in-person delivered order or the customer can pay for direct shipping. However, direct shipping does have a cost that the customer will have to pay, but direct shipping is a great way for girls to market to maybe friends and family who live stateside that still want to support her. So the main thing with fall product program to remember is that it is a friends and family sale. It is much different than what we do for cookies. In cookies, troops typically set up booths at grocery stores and sell to maybe strangers or customers going in and out. We don't do that with fall product. It's a much smaller scale, and it's really just a great way to help kickstart your fundraising for fall. So this is a list of all of our in-person nut and chocolate items that we are selling through Council this year. If you've never participated in a fall product program before, girls have the ability to sell items that we do not sell in person. So what that means is that if a customer goes onto their website, they may see items on there that are not on the paper order card. We just don't have the capacity to sell every single item that Trophy Nut produces, but customers can pay to have those other items shipped directly to them. So some other changes are the tins. The tins change every year. We have the Girl Scout Compass tin, we have the Warm Winter Wishes, as well as the Snowman tin. Some other changes are Pecan Supremes came out last year. That was a new one. They were absolutely the top seller. They outsold almost every other single product we've got. We decided to release that in a tin version. The tins are a great way to market for the holiday season because our products arrive right at about Thanksgiving. It's a great time for people to purchase to give out as gifts during the holidays. We returned the Madagascar vanilla almonds. Those were a favorite from staff. Customers really love those. Those are one of our top selling items as well, so we brought that back this year. The butter toffee peanuts are also a new item for us. So that is a peanut that's been tossed in toffee. They have a little bit of a crunch and they're sweet. They're pretty good. The cranberry trail mix is also new. So that was an item we had probably 5 or 6 years ago that was pretty popular. We decided to maybe retire it for a few years to change some things up, and now we've decided to bring it back. You will also see an option on here for Care to Share. Care to Share is similar to Gift of Caring if you've participated in cookies. So that is if somebody would like to maybe still support you, but they're like, hey, I don't need any more pounds on my belly, so I will go ahead and buy a couple items for you to donate. One change this year is that council will be making one council-wide donation on behalf of all troops. There was some confusion in the past on whether troops should be donating or council. Council will make that donation for you. On the next area you'll see there on the bottom is there's a shop online. So we highly suggest parents to write in the girls' website once it's been completed, because if a customer is maybe deciding that they would like more items after they've placed an order already, they could snap a picture of that and go online later and purchase more items for your girl to be delivered if it hasn't met the deadline yet. So that is a great way to easily write your website on your form to have it with you at all times as you take orders. So next we're going to talk about what the experience online kind of looks like for the girl and what they need to do to go ahead and get their account and their avatar and their website set up. So around the week of September 14th, parents are going to receive a welcome email that just has a little link that they can go ahead and click to register. A few things that are really nice with the system, which we call M2, is girls that are returning. If you still know your login information, you can just log in with that same information, and M2 will actually hold the same emails you had sent from last year. So it's really nice year after year. You can just go in, select the same customers that have purchased from the past, email them. You can update your avatar, your website. So that's really handy to keep that information saved for year after year. If you have a new girl coming on the actual website, there is a register button. So once you click that register button, it's going to take you here to our next screen. So as soon as the parent has selected register, it will ask them to plug in their zip code. This allows the system to validate to make sure that they are put into the correct council. Then the parent will be prompted to go ahead and input the girl's name, set up a username, create a password for the system. Then it will ask you to go ahead and select what troop you're in. If you don't know your troop, there is an option, or if you don't see your troop number, there is an option there too, and that kicks it over to council for us to go ahead and help get it set up correctly in the system. It will then ask you to go ahead and input what kind of goals you'd like to do. There's a short little video you need to watch. There's a little video for the girls to watch as well. The website is very interactive in that we encourage parents to do this with your girl. It's a very simple website, and a lot of it is set up so that the girl can practice inputting the information, she can track her goals, that kind of thing. after the parent and girl have set up the account, it will then prompt the girl to set up her avatar. There are over 3 billion different combinations of avatar, and every year they are releasing new options. So the cool thing about the avatar is that she can change her clothes, her hairstyle, her hair color, that kind of thing. That's what will appear on the personalized patch, is that girl's avatar. And when girls send emails out, which we will see as well, that avatar of the girl will actually appear in that email. So that's pretty cool. Statistics also show that girls who actually create avatars or make videos for their website sell almost 30% more than those who don't. And this also includes cookies. We do something similar for cookies called Digital Cookie. And girls that really put the effort into making their website different and exciting typically sell more than girls that don't. So once you set up the girl's avatar, you've inputted her sales goal, and you've finalized her storefront, you are now ready to go ahead and promote her campaign. So how do you do this? So there are a couple of ways that you can share her link. So first, you can send emails through the system. You can share the link with family and friends via text. You can also share on social media. Now, there are some guidelines with social media and sharing her link. There are guidelines on our website. The main thing is that links for any specific girl cannot be shared in a public way. So you can share a link on maybe your personal Facebook page, or friends and family can share it on theirs, but it can't be posted in a public forum such as Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, that kind of thing. If you have questions on that, check out our website. You're also welcome to contact counsel and we can talk you through that. So with promoting her campaign, email is by far the best option, because that sends them a quick link. They can go ahead and select it. They can then pull up her storefront. They can see what she's raising money for, what her goals are, that kind of thing. The other really cool way to promote is Trophy Nut has created business cards for your girls. So there is an option on there for business cards. It will have a copy, and you see it right there in the middle of the page where that little cell phone is. That's what the business card looks like. So it has a copy of her avatar. It has her actual link. And you can print out a sheet of those and cut them up and pass them out to customers. You can also take a picture of one and easily text that out to friends. The business cards are probably the most popular way that girls really like to share their website outside of emails. So this is kind of what the headquarters looks like for the girls. There's an area where they can check out what their little storefront looks like. They can update an avatar. They can update any sort of sales goals, those kind of things. There's an area in the middle where it says manage paper orders. That's where the girl and the parent, and we suggest you encourage your girls and parents to do it together. They can input their actual paper order card. Now, if you're a leader that likes to collect those paper order cards and input them on behalf of the parent, please just make sure you are not duplicating that paper order and the parent is also going to be inputting them, because if you do duplicate an order, council is not responsible for that. So just that's our biggest thing, is make sure you don't duplicate any of those paper orders. All online orders will automatically reflect in the system. Those are already added in there. There's an area where parents can send emails. They can pull reports. There's also a personalized flyer as well as business cards that they can print out. And then for the girls too, there's a whole little fun center. They can do some activities. They can learn about the sloth. They can check out the troop leader's avatar, the other girls in the troop, what their avatars look like. And then they can also track their goals so they can see, okay, how far am I from reaching that really cute personalized patch? Or how far am I from, reaching this level for the rewards, that kind of thing. And then they can also check out and see how the troop is doing as well. So it is very much meant to be for the parent and girl to work together on this website. We want girls to really learn skills about what it means to market and what is successful and what didn't work and what maybe do we need to try better for cookies. Or this is really all about girls learning life skills. That's what this program is at the end of the day. So this is a copy of what the email that goes out to the customer looks like. It will have the girl's avatar in there, and then it also addresses the customer's first name. And then at the bottom, you will see that it's got the links to either the magazine storefront or her nut and chocolate storefront as well. So this is the online storefront that customers will see. There's an option for girls to upload a video if they'd like to record their own. It will also show their avatar as well as a sales tracker to show how close the girl is to reaching her goal. There's also a little area where parents can fill out really what Girl Scouts means to them, as well as maybe what the troop plans to do with the funds that they're earning, that kind of thing. It's a great way to really engage customers to understand where their money is going to and how it's really going to support girls. 100% of the proceeds stay within the state of Alaska. So I briefly touched on this before. Girls can either sell items through their paper order card. Those items, you typically collect the money when you deliver the items unless a customer has paid for a care to share item. Or you can have your customer purchase items through her online website storefront. We highly suggest doing the online storefront this year just because with COVID and everything going on, the online option, the customer goes ahead and pays for their items right then and there. They can select if they'd like to have the girl deliver the items or if they want to pay for the items shipped directly to them. So with girl delivery, the nice thing is the customer inputs the address, so there would be no confusion on where that should go. And then if you have friends and family who are maybe stateside but still want to support your girl, direct shipping is still a great option for them. In Alaska, we do pay a little bit higher shipping rates, of course, but the rates for shipping in the lower 48 are pretty reasonable. So we at Council highly suggest pushing that online option. That's why the business cards are great, because you can pass them out to friends and family and they can order on their time, but there are cutoffs for that. So we'll look a little bit more at dates later. The online direct shipped option, you actually have an additional week for that than you do for the online girl delivered option. So now you know how girl sets up her account and how she can take her orders. Now the deadline has come where you need to get her paper order card entered into the system. It's super easy. There are two ways to do it. Either one, the parent enters it, or two, the troop leader can collect all the paper order cards from the parents and input them on behalf of the parents. If a leader is choosing to do that, Council highly suggests that you double check with your parent to make sure they are also not entering them, because that will duplicate the order and your troop will be responsible for any product that was ordered in error. Council cannot be responsible if you have over ordered product. So that being said, it's super easy to do. When a parent logs on, in the middle there's a manage paper order option. They basically click that and they just order the quantity by product variety for just the paper order. The system will already calculate and order for you those online options. So if a parent is concerned maybe something is not matching up, if they get the orders for the paper order card in there and then they go back to their homepage, they can actually pull a report that will show what was in person and what was ordered online, and they can reconcile and compare the two. So the main thing is that this system is on an East Coast time system. So all of our deadlines are at 8 p.m. Alaska time. So a lot of those deadlines are on a Sunday or Monday. So just make sure your parents know if they're entering those that it is an 8 p.m. deadline, because we have only about an extra day between when those orders are due to when we send the order over to Trophy Nut to get them up to Alaska. Just because it takes so long to get to Alaska, we have a limited window. So if a parent has missed out on getting that paper order card in, we need to know ASAP, because it may have already missed the deadline, but we'd like to try and get it in there if we can. So as I just said in the previous slide, there is an option for reports. So parents and troop leaders and service unit managers all can pull a variety of reports. So parents can see a total sales, they can see what they sold specifically for online magazines or nuts. They can also pull reports for paper sales. Troop leaders have the option to pull them by girl or by troop total. There's also options for pulling your delivery ticket, which I suggest you print out before you go pick up your items to make sure you're not missing anything. Reports are also emailed to parents at the end, just so then they have a copy of what they're responsible for. So now we're going to kind of take a look at what it looks like for you as a troop leader or service unit manager on your side. The system is still really easy to use. You will have a little bit more options in terms of, what's owed to council for banking and finances. You can help track kind of what kind of money you've received from parents or girls. You can pull delivery tickets for the entire troop. You don't have the option for a website, but you can set up an avatar as a troop leader. So it's very similar to the girl experience, but you have a little bit more robust reporting and that kind of thing. So similar to the girls, you will receive a welcome email the week of the 14th. You actually, as a troop leader or service unit manager, you have earlier access to the system than the girls do. The girls won't be able to send emails or do too much with the system really until the sale starts. You have access starting September 16th. To start, getting in there and looking at your girls, your roster, making sure we're not missing anybody, those kind of things. So if you don't receive your welcome email or if you have troubles logging in, make sure to contact us at council and we can figure out what's going on. So as soon as you log in as a troop leader, you'll have the option to create your avatar, which we highly suggest you do because girls get to see all the troop pictures and they really like seeing what their troop leaders look like as an avatar as well. You can also add in any parent or guardian emails. Those will automatically be added in the system as long as the girl was registered in time. You can also make any edits or add emails in as you go if you need to. We suggest you send out an email blast as soon as you get in there, just reminding parents that, the program's taking place and that kind of thing. There's also a little video that you watch that helps you just navigate the system on how things look and what your homepage dashboard looks like, that kind of thing. This is kind of what that email blast area looks like. You can send these emails straight to your parents. The nice thing is it shows you the status of it, so whether or not it bounced back to you or if it's in the queue to be sent, if it was read, those kind of things. Like I was saying before, we will automatically upload parent emails if a girl was registered in time, and if those emails are wrong, you have the option to edit or change those. But this is a great way to stay in contact with parents or specific parents that are participating in the program because you can leave them off the list or remove them from the system, that kind of thing. So this is your troop campaign headquarters. This is your home page. You will have your avatar in the upper left corner. You will also have a graph that breaks down your sales from this year compared to last year. This is also where you will access things like how to send email blasts to, entering paper order cards or selecting rewards. It's where you can also pull financial reports for how much money a girl or the troop owes. If you are a parent of a Girl Scout as well as a troop leader, there's an option in the top right corner where you can toggle back and forth between being a parent and seeing the parent side to seeing the full troop side as well. So on your home page, there's a banking and payments option under the financials. So this is really handy when it comes to collecting money from girls or trying to figure out how much you owe to council. So you can pull a report to see how much proceeds the troop should be earning, how much money was paid online, how much needs to be collected in person. So this will be helpful for you when it comes to product delivery time. So I briefly touched on this on the parent side. On your home page as well, there is a whole report area you can select, and you can pull a variety of reports as well. You can pull it by online versus in person. You can pull all of your girl in-person delivered orders. You can pull a summary report. There's a ton of different reports that you can pull to figure out what you need. So the service unit manager dashboard is very similar to the troop leader one. It looks virtually the same. You have the option to still send email blasts out to all of the troop leaders in your service unit. You can pull any sort of reports. You can pull your delivery ticket information. This is also where you can see what troops are still not submitted any sort of paper order entry. One thing that is different that we did do for our service units this year that was a big complaint to us was that Service unit managers had the same deadline as troop leaders. So if a troop didn't get their order in, but then was able to get the info to the service unit manager, that service unit manager still didn't have enough time to get it into the system by the time it was due to us. We requested a full extra day from Trophy Nut for our service unit managers. So it's a little bit more similar to cookies. So service unit managers, you will have that extra day to try and snag any of those troops that miss the deadline or those kind of things before final orders are due to us. So also on your homepage, you have an option to print your delivery ticket. Your delivery ticket is what you want to print out when you go to pick up your items, because you want to make sure everything that's on your delivery ticket is what you ordered is actually what you're picking up. So service unit managers and troop leaders, you both have an option to print delivery tickets. Service unit managers, through the M2 system, you have the option, of course, to filter that for specific troops if you don't want to print all, or if you manage more than one service unit, you can select the service unit that you're looking to pull those tickets for. So here's a list of all of the dates for the sale. These dates are also on our website as well as inside your troop manual. So some important ones are the sale begins on September 18th. The last day for any in-person and online girl delivered orders is the 19th of October. That deadline is at 8 p.m. Alaska time. So that is also the same deadline for when parents need to get their paper orders into the system. So troop leaders also have an additional day to contact parents in case any of those parents missed entering those items in, and troop leaders can actually do it on their side. Service unit managers, like I was talking about, also have an additional day. So even if a troop has missed entering any paper orders, service unit managers have that additional day to try and get those orders in. Those deadlines for troops and service unit managers, again, is 8 p.m. Alaska time. After the 21st of October, we have the ability to make no changes in the system. So that is the absolute day that we can make any sort of edits to an in-person or paper order. So online magazines and direct shipping doesn't end until October 25th. That means that the last day for your reward selections is the 26th. Now that goes for parents, troops, and service units, and that is at 8 p.m. So typically parents will select their rewards for their girls when they're entering the after they've entered their in-person nut order card. But if they decided to do a last minute push to maybe get to the next level and did some direct shipping options with friends and family, that still gives them the option to bump up a level. So the parent needs to go in and then select the girls' choices. If no choice has been made, council will go ahead and make the decision on behalf of the troop, and most likely we will pick the physical reward item instead of the cookie dough. Now, we expect product to be delivered sometime the week of November 4th. This can vary on where you are at in Alaska. Sometimes the Southeast gets their things before we do in Anchorage. I've also seen it flip the other way. It's just really whatever our delivery agent feels like that year. So sometime near November 9th is when they will start to arrive. And your service unit manager, or if you're in Anchorage, council will be sending out notification of when to come pick those up. We suggest that all money from parents that needs to be collected be turned into the troop no later than December 1st. So if you do not receive money from a parent by December 1st, December 2nd is when we need any sort of delinquent families or an extension for an ACH, or if you've had bad checks be returned. That deadline is at noon p.m. We have a very, very short window to alert First National Bank for the ACH sweep of any changes. So if you notify me after 12 p.m. noon on that day, I cannot make any changes, and unfortunately the troop is liable for any sort of insufficient funds or a bounce back, anything like that. Any of those bank fees the troop is responsible for. So that ACH sweep will be on the 4th of December, which means that all money has to be in the account by December 3rd. Many times leaders do not deposit the money until the 4th of December. The money has to be in the account before then, or the the ACH will not go through. The bank will kick it out because the money is not in the account yet. So please make sure money is deposited into your Troop account by December 3rd. So now that you've gotten an overview of the program, what is next is that you're going to receive your welcome email the week of September 14th, and starting on September 16th, you can log into the system. There's a short training video that gives you just an overview of the system and where everything is located. You're also going to want to create your avatar. Next is you're going to want to send out a quick email blast to your parents, just letting them know that the sale is starting, as well as a link to how to register and how the process works. Encourage your girls to set up their storefronts and their avatars. Girls who set up their avatars are likely to sell more than girls who don't. So not only does it help the girl earn life skills and learning about marketing, but it also helps your troop fundraise more for different efforts that you may be doing throughout the year. Last is really encourage parents to try and sell items through the online girl delivered option. Because we're living in this new world with COVID, we really want parents to try to collect money ahead of time online. So then they don't have to collect cash or check and interacting with customers, and all they have to do is try and set up a simple no contact delivery once the items arrive. So here's some information for some customer care in case you have any sort of technical difficulties. This information can be shared with troop leaders, service unit managers, parents, and even customers if they're having technical difficulties. So here's information for M2 specifically on their website. This information is in the troop manual. It is also on our website. If you'd like to contact council directly, there's our information below. The GSAK product sales at girlscoutsalaska.org is probably the best place to email in regards to cookies or fall product. You can also reach us at our customer care email. We're also happy to talk via phone at 248-2250. You can reach myself, Kelsey Pike. I'm the product program manager at 273-0302. So this is going to conclude our training for the 2020 fall product season. We'd just like to say thank you so much for all that you do, especially during this new and challenging time. Of course, if you have any questions or concerns, reach out to council. We are here to help, and good luck this season.